Don't you think we should condemn America first before we can...
We condemn anyone that kills innocent people.
Yeah, but do you condemn the British government?
Brother, I condemn, if it's the British government, if they are killing innocent people, I condemn them.
Oh, the British
I don't care. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, people who march on the streets, okay, 1 million people came, yeah? If I knew that, do you think I wouldn't be there? Yeah? And one second, another thing is, if Islamically marching is not even permissible. But I'm saying, look, I'm against any form of extremism. The reason I came to you today is because personally, I heard stuff about you. I didn't know stuff about you. So I came to you and asked you very clearly, do you believe this, yeah? You, firstly, was hesitant, and I believe you was hesitant out of ignorance. I'm not knowledgeable. Look, I'm telling you, there's a lot of things I don't know. I'll be very straight up with you, yeah? There's stuff you didn't know. All I'm telling you is study the religion the right way. The same advice goes to me, yeah? The Quran, the Sunnah, and the way of the Salaf. Do not, because if you go, most of the reasons why people get misguided is, you know why? This is how I understood it. This is how we understood it. Brother, nobody gives a damn about how you understood it. No one cares about how you or your group understood it. We go by how the Salaf understood it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And we need to understand, because most of this misguidance that happens, extremism, brother, extremism is not defined to me by BBC. I don't care.
What is extremism?
Look, extremism is anyone that goes go over the boundaries of the Quran and the Sunnah. Anybody that steps over boundaries, that Khawarij, like that person who came to the Prophet, peace be upon him, yeah? And if I'm not mistaken, if he was a munafiq, he said, oh, Rasul, be just, yeah? If I'm not mistaken, was that a munafiq or a Khawarij, one of them came to him, yeah? Can you imagine? You go into the Prophet, and the Prophet ﷺ said, from his lineage will come people like him, yeah? That they will come in many generations, yeah? And when they recite the Quran will not go below their necks. What does that tell you? When the Sahaba saw these people, they would doubt their own iman. The way they would pray, the stuff that they would do, the Sahaba would think, subhanAllah, I think we are disbelievers maybe. But what they did and everything they done didn't mean nothing. Because the Prophet ﷺ said they're going to be the dogs of the hellfire. And the scholars even divide these Kharijis. Are they even disbelievers or not? Yeah? So what I'm saying to you is, brother, educate yourself. Same with me, yeah? Because you're making statements. Look, Sheikh came here and said certain stuff you didn't know. Yeah? It doesn't make you a spy that if you know a believer, a Muslim, is going to go and carry attacks out to non-Muslims, that, oh, if I tell him, am I going to be a spy? Aki, wallahi. Aki, the basics. The Prophet ﷺ said, if you see evil, stop it with your hand. Yeah? The lowest part is hate in your heart. Yeah? But these guys, the damage they're causing to the religion, Aki, they're not doing no benefit to us. You know what they're doing? They're not following the Quran and Sunnah. Because it's very clear, Aki, you cannot kill innocent people, hands down. You cannot. The Prophet ﷺ, when he saw in the battlefield a woman died, yeah? If I'm not mistaken, he said, I think Khalid bin Walid, yeah? He didn't know. He said, I'm free from what Khalid did. I'm free.
Yeah, please, sorry.
Yeah, also I think, I've been a Muslim for a really long time now, and when I first come into the deen, I was a bit more kind of rah-rah, you know, I was all very off. But then you learn over time, and the thing is, I don't want to take too much of your time, but the thing is that when you sorry, that's my train of thought. When we become so extreme and so hateful, we just give them ammunition. That's what all we're doing is giving the non-believers, the ones that are against Islam, we're just giving them ammunition. And in fact, it's what they're using. They're using that ammunition, and there's only a small amount of people actually being like that. But yet it's like as if we're all like that.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, we don't have anything to back us up when we say that. We can talk and say stuff about the Saudi government, the American. I do. I say what I find is not right. But we don't need to be so extreme about it, because at the end of the day, we've got nothing backing us. We've got no one behind us.
The system, what I was trying to make you, like, you know, like certain people, when a Muslim does something, we on the media, everywhere.
No, we should do both.
But the cause behind why they did it, even though we disagree with it, but the reason why is because Muslims are dying by the millions. You know?
Well, it doesn't justify.
I'm not trying to justify it, but like I said, I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just saying that, you know, there's things that are happening. Subhanallah, worse things are happening. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're focusing on small things when big things are happening.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean? No. What do you mean?
Be happening to us.
Sorry?
If we fixed up as an ummah,
of course.
these things wouldn't be happening
Of course.
Listen, I'm saying to you, even if they're happening, imagine they're coming and slaughtering Muslims, which they are in the millions, They are clear cut. And I speak out against this, brother. I'm not here to sugarcoat my religion. I'm not here to come to you with a BBC narrative of, I'm not here to please anybody. And inshallah, Allah purifies my intentions. I did not come here to expose you for some specific reason. The only reason I've done it is because innocent people are dying, And people like Tommy Robinson, they make money out of this. Because when they go and carry the attacks, they say, that's Islam. and they push their narrative. So the guy who's running innocent people over bring no benefit to Islam, and what he's done is he's now given birth to people like Thomas Robinson and Britain First. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even if they do that to our brothers and sisters, brother, they're not our teachers. They are not our teachers.
You need to speak about that as well. That's my.
Yes, but I do. They are not our teachers. Yes, I do, brother. You need to maybe subscribe to my channel or watch it carefully, yeah? No, you have to, because the thing is, we speak out against this.
Yeah.
All I'm saying to you is, brother, research, look, learn your religion from the right places. The right people, Aki, yeah? Okay, I would say to you, zone out, go and study, because, Aki, look, if you go to the Battle of Hudaybiyah, whatever it may be, we learn lessons from this. It's not simple, oh, you're a spy. No, Aki, it doesn't work like that. The spy you're talking about is we're doing our dawah, and someone comes as a Muslim, try to expose us. Oh, hey, what do you think about jihad? That's a spy. That's a spy, brother. Why? Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's a spy. You know why you're plotting and planning for what?
Doing this, bro.
No, brother. I'm talking about.
Away from the camera.
Sorry?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I have.
You see, one word that I
have. I'll clarify.
The brother can say out of emotion, out of jihad.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Man, you can get arrested for it.
No. I know.
And saying terrorists and extremists.
Yeah.
Actually, before this camera thing, you should take the brother to the side and spoke to him.
Yeah, I did that.
But why is it on camera?
I'll tell you why.
There's 4 cameras.
I'll tell you why. Give me a chance to. Let me tell you why. Because firstly.
You shouldn't do it. Wallah, I'll be honest.
No.
I did tell him. I did say to you, I don't want to.
No. Actually, brothers, no. Sorry.
But you know what it is.
No, brothers. You know what you guys. Brothers.
Look, forget about anyone else here. He will get you arrested, you know.
Brother.
You say out of jihad.
Brother, he's denied them. Brother, he's denied them.
Yeah, the thing. The reason.
Let me.
I'm trying to tell you about my hand.
No. Listen, brothers. Let me to make it very simple, yeah?
Go on.
In your head, you might think anything, yeah? Yeah, brother Ali's here. Yeah, he's doing it for the views. He's doing the Aki, brother. Whatever. No, I'm not saying you. I'll repeat again. Some people might come here and say, oh, brother Ali, why did you have to do it in public, yeah? I will tell you off camera why I did it in public, yeah? I came to you privately, yeah? Over there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, yeah? You know why? Because, brother, we confront extremism from any side. The Quran and Sunnah doesn't say to us, if it's a Muslim extremist, take him to the side or something like that. Because the brother, I explained to him, I didn't come to you, come and say to you, you support ISIS. Did I do that to you? I said to you, brother, do you support ISIS? No, I don't. Okay, good. That's good clarification for me. And for the people. Do you support this? Do you support that? Because people that you knew were involved in the London Bridge attacks. Yeah? Okay. So, I heard some stuff about you, so I came to clarify for a reason which I'll explain to the brothers off camera. But my point to you is, brother, study your religion, because you know why? Because out of your passion, the love for your religion, sometimes it blinds your judgment. Okay, that's all I wanted to say to you. You've clarified your position, and you know why I did what I did. Because, Aki, extremism has to be confronted. I don't care if it's a Muslim, non-Muslim, because innocent people die, and our religion is made to look bad. Yeah. No problem. Now let me talk to you. And can you record this, guys?
Okay, Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Yeah, obviously, alhamdulillah, I wanted to clarify a few issues that were obviously most of you must have seen the video about Paul. He approached me, and many people came to me and said, why didn't you condemn, But but the thing is, subhanallah, when someone, it's like, now imagine someone come up to me and saying, do you support paedophilia? SubhanAllah, what kind of thing is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? That is the way it was approached, I wasn't feeling it, and obviously it felt like a police interview, SubhanAllah. And obviously if someone is doing that kind of job, this is, I don't want to be involved in that, I don't want to be supporting that, I don't want to give it anything. But the reason why I came to the park today is to clarify, and obviously this was, my main intention was to come to the park and for this to be my last day at the park, because I don't want this to be a Muslim against Muslim conflict, Actually, when I came to the park here and I was talking to Ali, Shamsi actually came and started saying, do you support ISIS? And this is what kind of thing is this? It's like some robot or something, subhanAllah. And like, this is not correct. But just to clarify my position, like Ali Dawah, yeah, like obviously as Muslims, we should be against all extremism, And there's two extremism, yeah, and there's two types of extremism. In terms of Al-Qaeda, yeah, main extremism, which is the Mujah, which is the moderate Muslim who tries to water down Islam, and there's the extremist Kharij type Muslim
like ISIS
who makes takfir on everyone, etc. Yeah, Yeah,
That's Raj. Ignore him.
Raj.
What does he know?
Yeah, so
Schoolboy.
obviously my stance here regarding politics inside the Muslim world, etc. And this is what I advise all the Muslims to do, is to always research yourself. Yeah, like don't let the media dictate to you, who is who. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know. You're not in a certain area. You don't know everything that happens. Like, for example, when I was in prison, subhanAllah, the Texas bombing happened, the Texas shooting happened. And I was watching the news, feeds, and in America, they were saying that ISIS claimed responsibility, and the FBI were actually saying to themselves, like, we need to actually, like, how can ISIS claim responsibility for this? Because this man's not a Muslim, so like, subhanAllah, like, whenever an attack happens, ISIS are going to claim responsibility. You know what I'm saying? If I fart, and it causes a big stir, like ISIS are gonna claim responsibility for that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what people need to understand, and realize that, there's a war taking place, there's a battle taking place, and obviously Muslims are stuck in the middle. But as Muslims, we should never be forced to either condemn or condone, etc., any attack. And as Muslims, we should never be forced to condemn any attack. You know what I'm saying? We should be proud of our religion, and we should be proud. No non-Muslim. Do we ever see anyone going to a non-Muslim and saying, "Do you condemn their foreign policy?" And even when I ask certain Muslims, do you condemn the British government? They're very afraid to say it. Somehow, like they're very afraid to say, "We condemn the British government." Why? Because they're living in this country, and they don't want to get any pressure. You don't want to get any heat. So, if you don't like it when someone asks you to condemn the British government, then don't tell anyone to condemn, etc. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's incorrect. But my stance as a Muslim, I believe in Allah. I believe that Allah alone should be worshipped. I do believe that democracy is, a man-made system that is bad for society, okay? And I believe that the Sharia is a solution for society, And because of this stance, people are calling me an extremist, subhanAllah, even amongst the Muslim community. But this is Islam, As Muslims, Allah told us in the Quran to command the good, forbid the evil. The greatest good is the Sharia, and the greatest evil is the man-made laws, the shirk, etc. in the society. And the Sharia will be a justice for society, And this is the haqq. And what I'll say to people like Shamsi, people like anyone else that is against me, that stop being the hypocrite, Speak the truth. Do not stop lying to the disbelievers, and speak the. The Islam is Islam. We can't change Islam.
Forcing Sharia on someone. That's what it is.
Okay. So what?
I just explained that.
Yeah. So.
Do you want to force someone?
Yeah. So what it is, like. There's my my videos are online, like you see me debate certain people, Nowhere do I force Sharia on someone. Subhanallah, this is a lie. Subhanallah, I don't force Sharia on anyone, and this forcing Sharia, I'm against it. So if anyone does it, I'm against it. But if someone could show me proof where someone actually forcing Sharia on someone, but I'm against it. But there's two things people are messing up. Number one is Dawah, which we call people to worship Allah, call people to Islam. That's one thing. And the second thing is commanding good and forbidding evil. When we command good, we command the good of the Sharia in society, because the Sharia is the best thing for society, and the evil in society is the man-made laws. So that's what if you see me ever demonstrate calling for Sharia, that's what we're doing. We're not giving Dawah. We're commanding good, forbidding evil in the society, and that was before. I don't do that anymore, alhamdulillah. But that was what I was doing before. And that's the confusion, inshallah. I'll never ever go up to a Muslim and say, embrace Sharia. You know what I'm saying? I'll never do that. I'll call them towards Islam. I'll call them to worship Allah. And that's the confusion. I think that's the mix-up, because I think we're.
And if they refuse, they go their way, yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if a non-Muslim doesn't accept Islam, then Allah says, "La ikraha fi din." There's no compulsion in religion, So that's the stance that I have, and that's the stance of a Muslim, And please, I beseech the Ummah, if I make a mistake, if there's anything wrong I've said, please write in the comment section. And if you see me, make a mistake, correct me, subhanAllah, But, what I speak, inshallah, from Quran and Sunnah. And I was trying to expose, obviously, in my last video, with Paul, I did mention that whoever spies for the sake of the disbelievers is not a Muslim anymore. He's apostated from Islam, and this is something that's consensus among the Muslims.
I want to clear something about
that. Go on, inshallah.
Because I had questions in the comments.
Yeah, go on, inshallah.
Some people are saying if you live, say, someone says I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
And then you see they're planning an attack.
Yeah.
Like not to everyone, not just against non-Muslims. Could be, in terrorist attacks, Muslims die as well.
Yeah, of course.
Now, if I see that, obviously I would want to report it. What's your stance on that? Because that's what some of the questions. Do you understand? People are confused. So if you see someone's about to attack someone, what would you do?
Yeah.
a non-Muslim,
Yes.
Muslim life?
So, honest, this is a kind of hypothetical question, yeah?
Yeah.
Because this really doesn't happen in reality, you know? We don't. I mean, show me one example where that's actually happened, you know, where someone's actually, you know, that's never
That's
happened.
why we get
You know
accused,
what I'm
like our Muslim community not doing enough. They're accusing us that we are hiding them or something. Or
Yeah.
blind eye. Do you
Yeah,
get it?
this is ridiculous. This is false claims, you know. Like for example, my friend Corin, but he's my close friend, yeah. Subhanallah. And subhanallah, when I got arrested, I was actually arrested at gunpoint, yeah. And my phones were taken, everything was taken from me, yeah. And they was very sure that I was going to be staying in prison for a long time.
Okay.
One of the key things they kept asking was, did Corin Butt tell you anything? Did Corin Butt tell you anything? And that's the main question they wanted to know.
So what was that?
Did my friend Abu Zaytun, did he tell me anything?
Okay.
And I was like, no comment, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, obviously, no one's gonna say what they're gonna do. Even it's clear, like, you know, everyone knows that he's my close friend, alhamdulillah. But even though he's my close friend, he never said anything to me, subhanallah, because he knew that he knew I'd tell him not to do this stuff.
do it.
You know what I'm saying?
You would have stopped him.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That's what people. Get that message out, you know, Rocky. You know, people are, because you're like calm and you know,
alhamdulillah.
you need to get that out. Like, if non-Muslims are saying, look, this guy is terrorist sympathiser, and
See, the thing is, brother, yeah, like, we need to stop this narrative of really trying to please the kuffar. See, honest, we need to stop
you
that.
do the prison kufar.
No, what it is, yeah?
It's the innocent people. Huh? Yeah, I understand.
But you know what it is, yeah? Like, for example, Ali Dawah, yeah? Like, he said to me that the reason why I come to you is because, you know, people are asking me to confront all extremism, yeah? But that shouldn't be why you should come to me, you know what I'm saying? You should come to me for the sake of Allah, because Allah told you to. You know, don't come to me because, you know...
I get that point.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that point.
Don't come to me because that's just, you're telling me your intention, and that intention is not correct, you know? Like, alhamdulillah, he fixed his intention afterwards, alhamdulillah, but we should, anything that we do should be for the sake of Allah.
We should do it on our own accord, not by people's pressure, yeah.
And if you look at the Sirah, which we talked about briefly, yeah? If you look in the Sirah, subhanAllah, many Muslims were tortured, many Muslims were killed for La ilaha illallah. No one went to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, oh, you're making life hard for the Muslims. No one said that, subhanAllah. So I'm freezing, it's fine, I can't really speak. But just briefly, alhamdulillah, I'm not an extremist, alhamdulillah. I follow the Qaid of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah.
You want no harm for the non-Muslims?
I want no harm for the non-Muslims, alhamdulillah. Innocent people, innocent people. I don't want no harm for innocent people, and I want only good. And the best good for people is to live under Islam. That's
obviously,
the best good.
That's Dawah, that's like...
Alhamdulillah. And as Muslims, we shouldn't be afraid to say that, you know? We shouldn't be saying, oh, if you say this, you know, you're going to make Islam look bad. SubhanAllah. Allah said in the Quran, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على دين كله ولو كره المشركون ولو كره الكافرون وكفى بالله شهيدا. Allah said, it is He who has sent the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the guidance and the deen of truth to make it dominant, ليظهره على دين كله, to make it dominant over all ways of life, even though the mushrikeen hate it. So Allah even testified that even the mushrikeen, even the polytheists will hate this message, subhanAllah. But we have to still call for it. You know, Allah said in the Quran, فَاسْتَعْ بِمَا تُؤْمَرُ, declare openly what I've commanded, وَأَعَدِدْ عَلَى الْمُشْرِكِينَ, and turn away from the mushrikeen. Yeah? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to speak the truth, you know, to call to Islam and not care about what people say, subhanAllah. So, yeah, that's my message. So hopefully that'll get out, and I hope that is, you know, clear. But it's very important, yeah, subhanAllah. Don't let anyone come up to you and say condemn this, condemn that person. The only reason why I did it is because, number one, obviously, you know, my situation, you know, my family, usually I wouldn't do this, subhanAllah. Usually I would just twist it around and say, why don't you condemn the government, etc. But I do have to clarify my stance. But I advise any Muslim not to do what I did, subhanAllah. Like, you know, always, you know, be part of the ummah, always defend the ummah, and always, you know, expose the hypocrisy of our leaders and expose the hypocrisy of the government, subhanAllah. Like, they talk about terrorism, but they're the biggest terrorists, subhanAllah. They're the biggest terrorist sympathizers. Look at you know, America, you know, they're still open Guantanamo Bay, subhanAllah. They've still got, you know, Afia Siddiqui in prison, you know. So, and you know, the British government, subhanAllah, they're the ones that helped found the Saudi regime, subhanAllah, and no one wants to talk about this. Everyone wants to support Saudi government, etc.
Because if you start talking about this, they're going to say, he's going back. Do you understand? You know.
No, the Saudi government. I mentioned that.
You know what I mean? Let's leave that. Let's do part 3.
Yeah, part 3.
Look, he just condemned it. He's against the extremism, but look, he's slowly. Do you understand? I'm gonna get out, bro. Because it's not gonna look good. I want good for you. I don't want. Do you understand?
No problem, inshallah. Okay, I'll call you Khalil. Stop, brother.
Yeah, we'll do that part 3, you know.
Yeah.
Because that bit, they're gonna say, look, he just condemned terrorism and all that, but
No, because
they're gonna switch it on you. Do you get what I'm saying, Robbie? There's a way.
Bismillah. So I hope that's clear, inshallah. I hope I clarified anything. Anyone has any questions, like I said, approach me or just come to the park and ask me any questions. I've not made my mind up if I'm going to come back or not, but inshallah, I'll come back. I don't know. But yeah, just to clarify, I don't support attacks on innocent men, women and children. I don't support that. My call is very simple. I call people to Islam, and I do believe that the Sharia is the ultimate solution for mankind. And obviously that's why people are calling me an extremist. But alhamdulillah, I'll leave it at that, inshallah. I could have called hadha, astaghfirullah. That's it.